Good evening. I hope you're all right. As you see, Harry and Megs are wearing their spring bonnets, beautifully made by Stephanie. Hope you're all okay. Quiz night tonight. Tonight, hopefully you can see that. It's sponsored by Matching Finance, some neighbours of ours, local business, which we want to support. And the prize tonight, look at that. It's a £50, 50 whole pound voucher to spend at the Fox Inn, and it's valid for a year. Appreciate that some of you aren't local, but it's a good excuse for a trip down to Matching Thai. There's a lovely hotel attached to the pub, so you can stay there and you can spend your voucher. So good luck, everyone. And it's not necessarily going to go to the team that finishes first, because what we'll do is we'll draw out of the hat a cork with a number of, I think there's, how many teams are there, Steffi?
17.
17 teams. So I shall draw a cork out, and the number that is the team that finishes in that place will win the voucher. So many thanks indeed to Chris Warner and Matching Finance. So for all your finance needs, contact them. So tonight's quiz, we have the usual 7 rounds, and they're all sort of topical. Round 1 is all about space, because we've had the Mars rover thing transform all about Mars. So that's going to be topical. Round 2, especially with this wind, we've got a round on weather. Round 3, because obviously Harry and Megs have been in the news, we've got a music royalty round for round 3. Round 4 is around Britain, because all the teams this evening are from around Britain. Tenuous link number 3. Round 5 is spring. Yes, spring is around the corner, because we've got the spring storms, obviously. And round 6 is around about women, because it was International Women's Day on, I think, Monday. And finally, round 7 is the wipeout round. And because it is Steffi and I's wedding anniversary this coming Sunday, how many years? 14 years, we think. It's going to be a knockout round or a wipeout round on wedding anniversaries. So, but more of that later, because it's not as simple as you think. So hopefully we've got everyone here. Obviously with the wind, that could mean power cuts in this village. If that's the case, obviously we'll lose the internet, and then this will go down, and then we'll lost the live stream. So it'll just be that'll be it. It'll be over. So sorry if there's a power cut, but hopefully we'll be all okay. So without much further ado, we shall start with round 1. And round 1, as I say, is space. You get 10 questions, and it'll be 2 points for each correct answer. Question 1. Which Apollo mission was the first to land on the moon in 1969? Which Apollo mission was the first to land on the moon in 1969? Game for a laugh. Cool, you just checked in at the very last moment there. Well done. So I'll just repeat that again. Question 1 is, which Apollo mission was the first to land on the moon in 1969? Question 2. Which is the only planet in our solar system not named after a Roman or Greek entity? Or deity, sorry. Deity? Deity. Deity. Which is the only planet in our solar system not named after a Roman or Greek deity? Deity. That's question 2. Question 3. Who in 1961 became the first American in space? Who in 1961 became the first American in space? That's question 3. Question 4. In which decade was the Hubble Space Telescope launched into space? In which decade was the Hubble Space Telescope launched into space? We've got a number of exciting announcements to announce later on this evening. Obviously, it's all in connection with our local pub, the Fox Inn. A number of things happening, but more of that later. Question 5. What mineral gives Mars its red appearance? What mineral gives Mars its red appearance? That's question 5. So we've got, what, 18 teams now, Stephanie?
Yeah.
Excellent. An excellent turnout. Question 6. Which is the brightest star in the Earth's night sky? Which is the brightest star in the Earth's night sky? It's question 6. What is the name of that star? Question 7. Discovered in 1930, which planet was relegated to dwarf planet status? Discovered in 1930, which planet was relegated to dwarf planet status? And that was in 2006. So relegated in 2006. What's the name of the planet? Question 8. What was the name of the Russian space station that orbited Earth from 1988? I think it only orbited Earth for a year. But what was the name of the Russian space station that orbited Earth from 1988? May have been orbiting longer. Don't know. That was question 8. Question 9. What name is given to the phase of the moon between half and full? What name is given to the phase of the moon between half and full moon? So what's that phase called? Between half and full.
It's not 3/4.
Sorry?
It's not 3/4.
I don't think it's 3/4. No. No.
I don't know if they do call that.
To know the length, for argument's sake, 1 mile. But what is the distance of an astronomical unit? How is it measured? Hopefully that makes sense. So I hope you're all keeping well. Furthest away is again Corfu. Sunny. Well, it won't be sunny now, but I hope the weather is jolly and nice in Corfu, Josephine. I don't know. Do we have Germany online? We do have Germany online. We have Germany online. Excellent. Do we have any other foreign countries? Can you repeat the last question? Of course I can. I'm going to repeat them all again. So question 1, which Apollo mission was the first to land on the moon in 1969? Question 2, which is the only planet in our solar system not named after a Roman or Greek deity? Question 3, who in 1961 became the first American in space? And number 4, in which decade was the Hubble Space Telescope launched? And number 5, what mineral gives Mars its red appearance? Number 6, which is the brightest star in Earth's night sky? Question 7, discovered in 1930, which planet was relegated to dwarf planet status in 2006? Question 8. What was the name of the Russian space station that orbited Earth from 1988? And question 9. What name is given to the phase of the moon between half and full moon? And question 10. What distance is an astronomical unit? I have frozen. Oh dear.
Yeah, what do you have?
Your connection is unstable.
But you keep coming and going a bit.
Oh dear. Hopefully I'm back again. It just had a message saying our connection is unstable. If there's any problems, please tell me that everything is all okay. So that's the end of round 1, space. Does anybody want the feedback there? Okay. Yeah, I think it's the wind which is causing us problems, but I think we're back. As I say, just say if we freeze, and we can take stock. So round 2 is weather. Spinning balls of doom. Oh dear. Round 2, weather. Question 1. What are the lines on weather maps that join places of equal pressure called? What are the lines on weather maps that join places of equal pressure called? Sreena's frozen and back in the room. Frozen. He keeps buffering, but then comes back. So that's question 1. What are the lines on weather maps that join places of equal pressure called? Question 2. Who invented the mercury thermometer? Who Stephanie, while you're there, could yes. Oh, thank you. Yes. So, question 3: which girl group first sang "It's It's Raining Men. Which girl group first sang It's Raining Men? That's question 3.
Just
Thank you. I can pretend I'm frozen by doing, but I won't. Question 4. What is the Atlantic current that gives Western Europe its warmer climate called? What is the Atlantic current that gives Western Europe its warmer climate called? Yes, thank you, Diane. It is dry Lent. Stephanie and I are observing no drink. Yes, thank you, Diane. It is dry Lent. Stephanie and I are observing no drinking during Lent, apart from the odd day when we do actually have a drink, namely to Monday, and obviously special occasions like quiz night. Question 5. What was the name of the hurricane that caused severe damage to New Orleans in 2005? What was the name of the hurricane that caused extreme severe damage to New Orleans in 2005? Have I considered a perm? Excuse me, Mr. I've got a lot of hair, Chris Benton. Obviously, Game for a Laugh don't want to have any chance of finishing in the top 10. Number 6. What is an area of high pressure commonly known as? What is an area of high pressure commonly known as? Cheers. Question 7. Which is the windiest of Earth's continents? Question 7.
You're buffering again for quite a long time. Oh, there we go. You're back again.
Oh, I'm back again. Yes, sorry. Yes, sorry. I do apologise. It's the wind, not my wind. So hopefully the computer says that we're now stable again and that we're back and running. So repeat that question. Affected by the Oh, it's buffering again. Affected polar desert in the world. My balls. Sorry about this. It looks like we're back again. I shall just disconnect my iPhone. If then I shall just disconnect. Bear with.
Okay, you seem to be moving again now.
Okay, I think we might be back. Say yes.
No, you're buffering again. Balls again. Oh, back again. Yeah.
Looks like we're okay. So question 9. Oh, we're back again.
Yeah.
Okay, good for the moment. Question 9 was, which is the driest non-polar desert in the world? And question 10, what is an anemometer used to measure? And that's spelled A-N-E. It keeps on freezing. I'm so sorry. Those questions again for you. Question 1. What are the lines on weather maps that join places of equal pressure? Question 2. Who invented the mercury thermometer? Question 3. Which group first sang It's Raining Men? Question 4. What is the Atlantic current that gives Western Europe its warmer climate? Question 5. What is the name of the hurricane that causes severe damage to New Orleans in 2005? Question 8. What is the common name for the areas of the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans affected by the intertropical convergence zone? And question 9. Which is the driest non-polar desert in the world? And question 10. What is an anemometer used to measure? A-N-E-M-O-M-E-T-E-R. What is What is the common name for the areas of the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans affected by the intertropical convergence zone?
7.
And question 7. Which is the windiest of Earth's continents? Which is the windiest of Earth's continents? That was question 7. Does anybody require any other questions repeating? Can you make 8 easier, please? The name, which is common for areas of the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans, which are affected by the intertropical convergence zone, is known as what? No, I'm not going to give you a clue. Sorry, Joel, that's all you're getting. And I'm not repeating it again. But seriously, if you do need anything repeated, so hopefully.
Question 10.
Oh, question 10. What is an anemometer used to measure? And that is spelled A-N-E-M-O-M-E-T-E-R. No, you're not having 8 again. You're just being silly, David, and gender fluid wasps. So, that is the end of rounds 1 and 2. If anybody wants any questions repeated from round 1, put R1Q3, and similarly for any of round 2, except, all right, number 8, round 2 of weather. What is the common name for the areas of the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans affected by the intertropical convergence zone? What is it called? There you go. Steph is probably going to try and type that out.
Yeah, by the intercontinental conversion zones.
Yes. So, how are we all doing? There we go. Perhaps what we could do is type the questions in the live chat as we go along. We'll see how that works. Steph will have a go at her fast typing, and may help. Please, if you could swap over your answer sheets with yourself, and we should go through the answers. 2 points for each correct answer. Question 1, space. Question 1. Which Apollo mission was the first to land on the moon in 1969? That is Apollo 11. Stephanie will type these answers. Question 2. Which is the only planet in our solar system not named after a Roman or Greek deity? It is Earth. If you do, R1Q2. Question 3. Who in 1961 became the first American in space? That was Alan Shepard. Question 4. In which decade was the Hubble Space Telescope launched? That was in the 1990s. Question: red appearance. It is iron oxide. Now, discussion about this. Do we need iron oxide for 2 points?
No, we'll just accept.
Which is the brightest star in Earth's night sky? That is Sirius. Sirius. Question 7. Discovered in 1930, which planet was relegated to? What was the name of the Russian space station that orbited Earth from 1988? It was Mir. M-I-R. Mir. And number 9. What name is given to the phase of the moon between half and full moon? That is known as the gibbous phase. The gibbous phase. And question 10. What distance is an astronomical unit? It is the distance from Earth to the Sun, or 149.6 million kilometers. So those are your answers to round 1. The answers to round 2, weather, question 1. What are the lines on weather maps that join places of equal pressure called? Isobars. Question 2. Who invented the mercury thermometer? That was Daniel Gabriel Fahrenheit. Question 4. What is the Atlantic current that gives Western Europe its warmer climate? It is the Gulf Stream. The Gulf Stream. And number 5. What was the name of the hurricane that caused severe damage to New Orleans in 2005? That was Katrina. Katrina. And number 6. What is an area of high pressure commonly known as? That is an anticyclone. An anticyclone. And number 7. Which is the windiest of Earth's continents? Number 8. What is the common name for Pacific Oceans affected by the intertropical convergence zone known as? It is called the doldrums. The doldrums. And number 9. Which is the driest non-polar desert in the world? It is Atacama in Chile. Atacama. And finally, number 10. What is an anemometer used to measure? It is used to measure wind speed. And I think it is an anemometer used to measure. It is used to measure wind speed. And I think at the moment it would be measuring blood. So that is rounds 1 and 2. Online, so cross fingers, things okay. So if you could now give team name followed by R1 8 points, R2 10 points, or 20 points, and 20 points if you're very clever or have got a good internet connection and your Google search is doing well. Here are the scores coming in. I will keep quiet so Stephanie can concentrate on entering these into our high-tech scoring iPad thing. Maggie and Gordon Higginbotham. Weather. Oh, really? 20 out of 20 mother and father? Honest? Well done.
very good since they couldn't hear the answer questions.
Yeah, well, people seem to be scoring quite well, actually. You're pretty good on space and also on the weather. I mean, after all, Britons are obsessed by the weather. But Family Robinson, probably not so obsessed by the weather, judging from that score. Barflies, some high scores there. Generally speaking, it looks like people are scoring better. All right, new team, Cockroach Blancmange. Round 1, 10 points. Round 2, 12 points. Well done indeed. A very fine, steady, inbred score of 16 for each round. Well done. You're welcome, Neil. If it was in my power, Neil, I would give you an extra point for your politeness in thanking me for my compliment to you. Thank you. So, Steffi, have we got all the scores in?
Not quite. I'm not far away. If you just bear with, unless you want to go into the next round because everything takes so long now.
Do we have Alistair Badger and Alistair and Corfu Badger's score?
Yes.
Oh, how did they do?
12 and 18.
12 and 18. Well done, well done. Okay. So, sorry, Neil, please do. No, I can't. Stephanie is in charge of the scoring, so I can't give you extra points. I'm sorry. Okay, so round 3 is music royalty. Just bear in mind the royalty bit. As a clue, either the question or the answer will involve something to do with royalty. Just bear that in mind. So, round 3, music royalty, question 1. Which single of 1974 gave Queen their UK top 10 hit, their first UK top 10 hit? The name of the single of 1974 which gave Queen their first UK top 10 hit. Mother and Father, aka Wonky Wrinklies. If you get that right, I know you're Googling. Question 2. Who played the King of Siam in the 1956 movie musical The King and I? Who played the King of Siam in the 1956 musical movie The King and I? Question 3. Who had a 1990 hit with the song King of Wishful Thinking? Who had a 1990 hit with the song King of Wishful Thinking? Do you see what I did? Musical royalty, this round's musical royalty. King of Wishful Thinking. Hey. This is nothing if not professional, this quiz. And it's not professional. Question 4. Which jazz pianist and band leader won a total of 14 Grammy Awards and had a bridge in Washington, D.C. bearing his name? Which jazz pianist and band leader won a total of 14 Grammy Awards and has a bridge in Washington, D.C. bearing his name? You're right. Well spotted, Phil. He does indeed. And Phil, again, if it was in my power to award you a point for pointing out the bleeding obvious, I would grant you that extra point. But again, it's not in my power. Obviously, Phil, if you were intimating that next time you see me, you will buy me a beer, that will obviously be received. And I think we're going to was I buffering again? Buffering. Question 5. In the ABBA song, how old was the Dancing Queen? And I can bet everyone now, up and down the length and breadth of Britain and in Germany and Corfu, people are singing Dancing Queen. Question 6. Who wrote the hit songs Manic Monday and Nothing Compares to You? Who wrote the hit songs Manic Monday and Nothing Compares to You? That's question 6 of the music royalty round. Question 7. Who was known as the Queen of Soul? Who was known as the Queen of Soul? That's question 7. In the quiz has any ties to Old Speckled Hen? Please get them to send me Old Speckled Hen. If anybody has any ties to Old Speckled Hen, it's a great drink. If their marketing team is watching this quiz, please send me some Speckled Hen. In which Disney movie does the song "Someday My Prince Will Come" feature? Well, it's multitasking. Asking a question and pouring a beer. Is there no end to my talents? Question 8. In which Disney movie does the song "Someday My Prince Will Come" feature? Question 9. Who had a UK #1 in 1981 with Prince Charming, Prince Charming? Who had a UK #1 hit in 1981 with Prince Charming, Prince Charming? I think the dance went something like that. Joel, I'll tweet some of them, but wouldn't bank on it. Thank you, Joel. And question 10. Which monarch did Handel compose the music for the royal fireworks? For which monarch did Handel compose the music for the royal... Question 10, that was. No, we'll do the next round. Yeah. Flabby armpits.
That was when we at school. No, Michael, it's not you. It's when we were at school.
Yes.
Flabby armpits.
Oh, flabby armpits. Yeah. Flabby armpits. Yes. Thank you. Stephanie has explained that. Okay, so those questions again. Music royalty, question 1. Which single of 1974 gave Queen their first UK top 10 hit? Question 2. Played the King of Siam in a 1956 musical movie, The King and I? Question 3. Who had a 1990 hit with The King of Wishful Thinking? Question 4. Which jazz pianist and band leader won a total of 14 Grammy Awards and has a bridge in Washington, D.C. bearing his name? Question 5. In the ABBA song, how old was the Dancing Queen? Number 6. The hit songs Manic Monday and Nothing Compares to You. Question 7. Who was known as the Queen of Soul? Question 8. In which Disney movie does the song Someday My Prince Will Come feature? And number 9. Who had a UK #1 in 1980? Charming. And finally, number 10. For which monarch did Handel compose the works? So that's your round 3. So if you want any questions repeating, if you could do the honours live chat and say R3Q speed on that, fantastic. Question 1. Which city does the extinct volcano known as Arthur's Seat overlook? Which city does the extinct volcano known as Arthur's Seat overlook? Question 2.
You were buffering at that point.
Oh, I was buffering. It's all about around Britain, yes. Question 2. In which English county is the country home of the Spencer family Althorp House? In which English county is the country home of the Spencer family Althorp House? That was question 2. Three. Which 4 English counties provide a land boundary with Wales? So please name the 4 English counties that provide a land boundary with Wales. Give you a moment or two to think about that. Four English counties. What are those counties which border or form a land boundary with Wales? So that was question 3. While you think about that, I'll give you number 4, which is which city stages an annual goose fair every October, COVID permitting? Excuse me. Question 5. In which English county would you find Stonehenge? In which English county would you find Stonehenge? That's question 5. Question 6. In which English city would you find the Bridge of Sighs? In which English city would you find the Bridge of Sighs? Bridge of Sighs. In which English city would you find the Bridge of Sighs? So question 6 that was. Question 7. In which town is the National Library of Wales? In which town is the National Library of Wales? Famous last words, but it doesn't sound too windy outside. Oh no, there's a gust of wind. No, sorry. Question 8. In which city was the Titanic built? In which city was the Titanic built? In which city? 8. Question 9. What cheese is made in the Yorkshire town of Hawes, spelled H-A-W-E-S? What cheese is made in the Yorkshire town of Hawes, H-A-W-E-S? And question 10, you're gonna have to think about this one. It's a long answer I need from you. What are the 7 cities in Scotland? What are the 7 cities in Scotland? Meantime, Stephanie will give the scores on the doors the first 2 rounds.
Evening, everybody. We can all talk about him now he's gone. But, oh, I know he's listening. Right, okay. So, I'm currently in last place, but this is only after the first 2 rounds, so it's early days yet, is Wednesday Wonders with 18 points and Quiz Family Robinson also with 18 points. Then, with 22 points each, is Foxy But Thick and Cockroach Blancmange. Then, with 24 points, The Righteous Family. 26 points, we have Table 15, No Idea, and Aim for a Laugh. And then, with 28 points, we have Munch Bunch. And 30 points, oh, there's a lot here. We have Thunder Road, Gender Fluid Wasps, The Court Jesters, and Alice Street and Corfu Badgers. And currently in joint 4th, that's 1 point ahead, 33, that's the Wonky Wrinklies. And then in joint 1st, Foxtrot and Barflies with 36 points. So it's all quite close at the top, not so close down at the bottom. Well, no, some close down at the bottom, and then close in the middle, and then close. Anyway, I'm going to hand you over back to the professional because I'm just babbling nonsense. So I'll see you later.
Thank you, Stephanie. Who's winning? Who's top at the moment?
Barflies and Foxtrot.
Barflies and Foxtrot, joint first place. And who's last?
Quiz Family Robinson and Wednesday Wonders.
Oh, Wednesday Wonders. Come on. Pull your britches up or whatever it is. Beautifully delivered. Oh, Neil, you are one, aren't you? Oh, it's not going to help. It's not going to help. Actually, it might help because Stephanie is the one who's in charge of the points. So, yes. Okay, so on to round. No, the answers. Answers. And unless anybody wants those repeating again.
How many rounds have we done?
We're done. Yeah, this is round 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So,
yes, who answers then?
Do you want any questions repeated for round 4? If so.
Round 4, number 6.
Yes, okay, there are some repetitive. I shall read them all quickly again. So, round 4, around Britain. Question 1. Which city does the extinct volcano known as Arthur's Seat overlook? Question 2. In which English county, the country home of the Spencer family Althorp House? Question 3. Which 4 English counties provide a land boundary with Wales? Question 4. Which city stages an annual goose fair every October? Question 5. In which English county would you find Stonehenge? Question 6. In which city, English city, would you find the Bridge of Sighs? Number 7. In which town is the National Library of Wales? Question 8. In which city was the Titanic built? Is made in the Yorkshire town of Hawes, H-A-W. Then what? I'll just repeat number 4 again. What stages an annual goose fair every October? So that's rounds 3 and 4. It's round 3 and 4. Hopefully, I think you may have had a bit of buffering there. If anybody wants any other questions repeating, please type that in live chat. Otherwise, we will go on to the answers for rounds 3 and 4.
Do you think I need to type them in again?
Stephanie will have a go at typing the answers in just to help. So round 3, music royalty. The answers. Question 1. Which single of 1974 gave Queen their first UK top 10 hit? It was 7 Seas of Rye. 7 Seas of Rye. Question 2. Who played the King of Siam in the 1956 musical movie The King of Siam? That was Yul Brynner. Yul Brynner. Brynner. Number 3. Who had a 1990 hit with King of Wishful Thinking? That was Go West. Go West. Question 4. Which jazz pianist and band leader won a total of 14 Grammy Awards and has a bridge in Washington, D.C. bearing his name? Duke Ellington. See, there's your bit about music royalty. Duke Wellington.
Not B.B. King, though.
Question 5. In the ABBA song, how old was the Dancing Queen? She was 17. 17. Question 6. Who wrote the hit songs Manic Monday and Nothing Compares to You? Aretha Franklin. Question 8. In which Disney movie does the song Someday My Prince Will Come feature? That is Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs. And number 9. Who had a UK #1 in 1981 with Prince Charming? It was Adam Ant. Or Adam and the Ants. Adam Ant, that's okay. And number 10, for which monarch did Handel compose the music for the royal fireworks? That was King George II. King George II. If you just said King George, that's not right. George II. And the answers to round 4, around Britain. Question 1. Which city does the extinct volcano known as Arthur's Seat overlook? It is Edinburgh. And Stephanie and I have climbed that, and it is beautiful up there.
And windy.
And windy, and windy, but it's lovely, lovely up there. Question 2. In which English county is the country home of the Spencer family Althorp House? That is Northamptonshire. Question 4. Which 4 English counties provide a land boundary with Wales? That is Cheshire, Shropshire, Herefordshire, and Gloucestershire. If you have all 4, you get 2 points. If you have 3, you get 1 point. Any less than 3, you get no points. So if you've got Cheshire, Shropshire, Herefordshire, and Gloucestershire, if you got all 4 of those, 2 points. But if you've only got 3 of them right, you get 1 point. Any less than 3, you get no points. And question 4. Which city stages an annual goose fair every October? That is Nottingham. Nottingham. Question 5. In which English county would you find Stonehenge? That is Wiltshire. Wiltshire. And number 6. In which city would you find the Bridge of Sighs? That is Cambridge. Cambridge. Number 7. In which town is the National Library of Wales? Bear in mind I said town, not city. Which town is the National Library of Wales in? It is Aberystwyth. Aberystwyth. Good luck in spelling that, Stephanie.
What's correct?
Number 8. Autocorrect, yes. Number 8. In which city was the Titanic built? That was Belfast. And number 9. What cheese is made in the Yorkshire town of Hawes? That is Wensleydale. Wensleydale. Grommet. And number 10. What are the 7 cities in Scotland? In alphabetical order, they are Aberdeen, Dundee, Edinburgh, Glasgow, Inverness, Stirling, and Perth. If you get all 7 of those, you get 2 points. If you get 5 out of 7, you get 1 point. Any less than 5, no points. So all 7, 2 points. If you get 5 or 6, you get 1 point. Any less than 5, no points. So, round 5 and...
Oh, hang on, I want their scores.
Oh, score, yes, scores. Please give me your scores. Yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're well ahead of me. Very good. Yes, so...
that was scores.
Yep, they're... Yep, they're coming in. Excellent. Jolly good. Oh, dear me, bifocal. I need new bifocals, I tell you. Just move back or... Oh, music's not your strong subject by the looks, cockroach blancmange, but you know, 8. Righteous Family, yeah, that's a solid performance. As is Thunder Road, well done. Oh, Game for a Laugh, very, very good scoring there. Game for a Laugh. Oh dear, gender fluid wasps. Don't know a lot about Britain, do we? No. Oh dear. So yeah, good scoring from the Badgers and Corfu. Well done. Oh, Munch Bunch, almost a full house in the Round Britain quiz. Well done. Oh, hello. Barflies, 20 out of 20 and 20 out of 20. Get you. Well done. Well done. Bridge of Sighs in Oxford. No, not according to me, it's not. There is a Bridge of Sighs in Cambridge.
So another one in Oxford.
There is a Bridge of Sighs in Oxford too.
Is there?
Is there now?
Oh, well, I can Google that on that film.
Okay. Well, Stephanie will Google that then, and have a little check on that. So if anybody wrote Oxford instead of Cambridge, could they please alter their scores to reflect that, assuming Stephanie comes back and says that is acceptable. But I'm assuming it probably is, because it's clear that you lot know a lot more than I do, and I have the answers in front of me. So, right. So, while Stephanie is doing that, we've got rounds 5 and 6, and then the wipeout round. Round 5 is spring, and round 6 is women. So, Stephanie is just going to check the answer on Avon is now accounting according to Wikipedia. And Borders Wales. Well, thank you very much, David, but I frankly don't.
There is a Bridge of Sighs in Scotland as well, in Oxford as well. Yes.
I have been informed there is a Bridge of Sighs in Oxford as well. So if you put Oxford or Cambridge, you get 2 points. You get 2 points. So for those of you, if anybody did put Oxford instead of Cambridge, if they could just alter their scores, please. For that round, and Stephanie will address that. So while all that chaos is being sorted, I shall just sit here serenely and pretend nothing's gone wrong and continue with round 5, spring. Question 1. According to the UK Met Office, on what day does spring commence? According to the UK Met Office, on what day does spring commence? Question 2. The song entitled "The Flowers That Bloom in the Spring" comes from which Gilbert and Sullivan work? The song entitled "The Flowers That Bloom in the Spring" comes from which Gilbert and Looks like a lot of you put Oxford down there.
Or so they're saying.
Or so they say. Ooh, honestly, I did say Oxford. Question 3. Who is the Roman goddess of spring? Who is the Roman goddess of spring? That's question 3. Who is the Roman goddess of spring? Question 3. Question 4. When does a spring tide occur? When does a spring tide occur? I'm not going to give you any clues on here, on that one. It's not a trick question. When does a spring tide occur? Question 4. Question 5. No. Oh, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, we've got an extra. I've got 2 question 4s here. Oops. Right, we shall get rid of that one. Question 5. The spoof musical Springtime for Hitler features in which 1967 movie? The spoof musical Springtime for Hitler features in which 1967 movie? Stephanie, do you have a pen available, please, at your convenience?
Pen, yes.
Oh, ink. Just get rid of that question. So that was number 5. The spoof musical Springtime for Hitler features in which 1967 movie? And question 6, whose law of physics states that the extension or compression of a spring applied directly proportional to the force applied? Question 6. Whose law of physics states that the extension or compression of a spring is directly proportional to the force applied? That was question 6. I shall read these all again, so don't worry. Question 7. When the night and day are the same length. And it's a 2-word answer I'm looking for here specifically, please. So that might help you. What name is given to the first day of spring when the night and day are the same length? It's a 2-word answer. That was question 7. Thank you very much indeed, Phil, for pointing out what was needed. Question. Stephanie,'s very, very busy. She's running backwards and forwards, getting me drinks, Googling answers to make sure that they're correct, taking your scores. The poor little Flo is running around ragged. And here I am, just sat here, just drinking and asking a few questions. We all know where. Question 8. What type of animal is the spring peeper, P-E-R, otherwise known as the Pseudochris crucifer? What type of animal is the spring peeper? That was question 8. The burp wasn't question 8. That was question 9. Which town in Central Australia takes its name from the wife of an ex-Postmaster General of South Australia? Which town in Central Australia takes its name from the wife of an ex-Postmaster General of South Australia? It's question 9. Are you there? Earl, hopefully we're back. Are you there? Stephanie, it's all gone Pete Tong. It seems to have frozen. Am I?
No, you're moving.
Am I moving now? Okay, I think, yeah, we're back. So I'll repeat those questions again. Question 1, according to the UK Met Office, on what day does spring commence? Question 2. The song entitled The Flowers That Bloom in the Spring comes from which Gilbert and Sullivan work? Question 3. Who is the Roman goddess of spring? Question 4. When does a spring tide occur? When does a spring tide occur? Question 4. Question 5. The spoof musical Springtime for Hitler features in which 1967 movie? Whose law of physics states that the extension or compression of a spring is directly proportional to the force applied? Question 7. What name is given to the first day of spring when the night and day are the same length? That's a two-word answer. A two-word answer. Question 8. What type of animal is the spring peeper? P-E-E-P-E-R. And the Latin name is Pseudacris crucifer. P-S-E-U-D-A-C-R-I-S. And then C-I-F-E-R. What type of animal is the spring peeper? Latin name of Pseudacris crucifer. And question 9. Which town in Central Australia takes its name from the wife of an ex-Postmaster General of South Australia? Question 10. In which of Shakespeare's plays is the poem Spring performed in the closing scene? So that's round 5. Does anybody want any questions repeated from round 5? It's a lovely poem. Hopefully, are we all okay? Are we with us? It seems the computer, I think, seems to be working. Am I moving, Stephanie?
Yes.
I'm moving. Excellent. Okay. So on the basis that no questions are needed again for question round 5, we shall move on to round 6, which is women, celebrating women. Oh, question 10. Question 10 was, in which of Shakespeare's plays is the poem Spring performed in the closing scene? Hopefully, Lynn, you got that? Sorry? Oh dear. Oh dear. Connection is unstable again.
Seems to be all right at the moment.
Okay. Chris, you're not wrong. GigaClear and fibre to your front door works great unless a farmer then digs up the cable. But I might actually want to have a little chat with you about that, Chris. So bear with us on that. So round 6, women. Question 1. To which organisation did Beatrix Potter bequeath over 4,000 acres of countryside? Oh dear. Simon, I'm sorry. Are you not with us, Simon?
Or Charlotte.
Charlotte? Refresh the page. Yes? Refresh the page. That might work. No. I think. Hopefully you're there. So question. Question 2. Oh, saying that I'm unstable again.
Yeah, you're here.
Who captained the England's wicket? Start again. Who captained the England's women's cricket team to victory in the 1973 World Cup? Who captained the England women's cricket team to victory in the 1973 World Cup? That was question 2. Who captained the England women's cricket team to victory in the 1973 World Cup? Question 3. Which woman was the last pharaoh of ancient Egypt? Which woman was the last pharaoh of ancient Egypt? That's question 3. Have we've done the answers to 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, haven't we?
Yes.
Yeah, good. I can't keep up, you know.
It's complicated.
Which French singer was known as the Little Sparrow? That was question 4. Had a bit of buffering there, I think. Hopefully you're back. I'll repeat these questions again, don't worry. Question 5. Which Argentinian First Lady was written about in an Andrew Lloyd Webber musical? Which Argentinian First Lady was written about in an Andrew Lloyd Webber musical? Duh. And I want a specific and correct answer on that, not the obvious answer.
Not the name of the musical.
Yes, I don't want the name of the musical. Question 6. Which novel by a female writer was voted in 2005 as the best British novel of all time? Which novel by a female writer was voted in 2005 as the best British novel of all time? And I'm sure some of you will agree, and some will have liked it, some will hate it. A bit like Piers Morgan. Question 7. Who was the first female to hold the office of the US Secretary of State? Who was the first female to hold the office of the US Secretary of State? That's question 7. Wind seems to have died down here. Touch wood.
Eye of the storm.
Question 8. Which Russian ballerina has a dessert named after her in the 1920s? Which Russian ballerina had a dessert named after her in the 1920s? That was question 8. Question 9. Often referred to as the Queen of the Waves, which stretch of water was Gertrude Edery the first woman to swim across in 1926? Often referred to as the Queen of the Waves, which stretch of water was Gertrude Edery the first woman to swim across in 1926? That was question 9. And finally, question 10. What was the name of the first female Briton to go into space? What was the name of the first female Briton to go into space? That's question 10. Give you a moment to collect your thoughts, and then we will go into, well, I'll repeat those questions again for round 6. So round 6 again, on women. Question 1, to which organisation did Beatrix Potter bequeath over 4,000 acres of countryside? Question 2, who captained the England women's cricket team to victory in 1973, in the 1973 World Cup? Question 3, which woman was the last pharaoh of ancient Egypt? Question 4, which French singer was known as the Little Sparrow? Question 5, which Argentinian First Lady was written about in Andrew Lloyd Webber's musical? Question 6, which novel by a female writer was voted in 2005 as the best British novel of all time? Question 7, who was the first female to hold the office of US Secretary of State? And number 8, which Russian ballerina had a dessert named after her in the 1920s? And question 9, often referred to as the Queen of the Waves, which stretch of water was Gertrude Edery the first woman to swim across in 1926? And question 10, what was the name of the first female Briton to go into space? So there's your questions for rounds 5 and 6. If you need any questions repeating, if you could do the honours in the live chat and request those. On the assumption that everyone's up to speed, Stephanie will present. Good luck, Steffi.
Right, hello again. I've just got to sort this in the right order. It's descending. Yep, that's it. Right, okay. So, currently in last place. Oh, it's changed a little bit now. So in last place with 43 points is Cockroach Blancmange. Then second to last with 46 points is Quiz Family Robinson. Wednesday Wonders with 47. Then Foxy But Thick with 52. Table 15 with 55, The Righteous Family 56, Gender Fluid Wasps 57, No Idea 58, Wonky Wrinklies 59, Munch Bunch 61, Game for a Laugh 62, and Inbred 63. And then we have in joint fourth with 64 points, Thunder Road, Court Jesters, and Alistry and Corfu Badgers. Then joint second, Foxy Morons and Foxtrot with 68. And then way in the lead with a little run of top scores is Barflies with 76. But still quite close. There's a lot of you with just within 1 point of each other. So there's a lot to play for. Has he? Yeah, it might have done. It's a bit locked down. Right, round 4, question 10. I will have a go at this. Right, yes, round 5, question 10. In which plays is the poem Spring performed in the closing scene? I think that's the right round, yes. The real...
Yes, round 5, question 10. In which of Shakespeare's plays is the poem performed in the closing scene? Oh, are we back again? I think we had a bit of buffering then. So does anybody want any other questions repeating? Is everyone up to speed? Looks like we are, unless there's no one there and I'm just talking to a computer. But hopefully you're still with us. It's showing that you're all still there. So bless you. Thank you for bearing with us. It is frustrating, I'm sure. But here are now the answers to rounds 5 and 6. We're almost at the end. Bear with. So answers, 2 points again for each correct answer. Round 5, spring question 1. We will again type these out. Okay, here, excellent, Charlotte. I'm very pleased, thank you. Question 1, Question 2, the song entitled "The Flowers That Bloom in the Spring" comes from which Gilbert and Sullivan work? That is the Mikado. The Mikado. Question 3, who is the Roman goddess of spring? It is Flora. Flora. Question 4, when does a spring tide occur? A spring tide occurs at a new moon and a full moon. So if you said new moon and full moon, you get 2 points. But if you said just a full moon or just a new moon, you only get 1 point. For 2 points, I need a new and a full moon. That was question 4. Question 5. The spoof musical Springtime for Hitler. That is The Producers. The Producers. Number 6. Whose law of physics states that the extension or compression of a spring is directly proportional to the force applied? That is Hooke's law. H-O-O-K-E-S. Hooke's law. Question 7. What name is given to the first day of spring when the night and day are the same length? And I told you I needed 2 words. It was a 2-word answer. And it is the vernal equinox. The vernal equinox. If you just said equinox, you get 1 point. Vernal equinox, 2 points. Question 8. What type of animal is the spring peeper? It's the Latin name of Pseudocaris crucifer. It is a frog. A frog. Question 9. Which town in Central Australia takes its name from the wife of an ex-Postmaster General of South Australia? Bearing in mind round 5 is spring, the answer is of Alice Springs. Alice Springs. And finally, question 10. In which of Shakespeare's plays is the poem Spring performed in the closing scenes? It is Love Labours Lost. Love Labours Lost. So as you to round 5, the answers to round 6, women. Question 1. To which organisation did Beatrix Potter bequeath over 4,000 acres of countryside? It was to the National Trust. The National Trust. And question 2. Who captained the England women's cricket team to victory in the 1973 World Cup? It was Rachel Hey-Ho Flint. Rachel Hey-Ho. Egypt, it was of course Cleopatra. Number 4. Which French singer was known as the Little Sparrow? It was Edith Piaf. Edith Piaf. Number 5. Which Argentinian First Lady was written Lloyd Webber musical? That was Eva Peron. Eva Peron. If anybody wrote Evita, that's not the answer. The answer is Eva Peron. Eva Peron for 2 points. Question 6. Which novel by a female writer was voted in 2005 as the best British novel of all time? It was Pride and Prejudice. Pride and Prejudice. Question 7. Who was the first female to hold the office of US Secretary of State? That was Madeleine. Question 8. Question 8. Which Russian ballerina had a dessert named after her in the 1920s? It was Anna Pavlova. Pavlova. Question 9. Often referred to as the Queen of Waves, which stretch of water was Gertrude Erdey, the first woman to swim across in 1926? It was the English Channel. The English Channel. Gertrude Erdey. And in the space, it was Helen Sharman. Helen Sharman. So those are your answers to rounds 5 and 6. If you could do the usual, please, and pop your scores on the doors in the live. That would be fantastic. Thank you. And here come the scores. Excellent. Well done. Thank you very much indeed, Phil. Looking forward to all those drinks that you've said that you'll be buying Stephanie and I. Oh, Badgers, you weren't too hot on round 5. What was round 5? That was spring. Oh, spring's such a lovely time of the year. Shame you don't know much. Well, you know a lot about it now, which is nice. Any good high scores here, or were people struggling? People were struggling on round 5, which was the spring. Yeah, people, there were some good scores on spring coming through. Yeah, and some good scores. So, solid scores there from Barflies. Barflies, they're doing well tonight. Well done indeed. Foxy Morons, a very respectable 18 points for round 6. And Court Jesters, also a very respectable 18 points. So only probably one question wrong. Know a lot about spring. This is the question I'm asking myself. Why don't people know a lot about spring? This is the question I'm asking myself. But this time next year, for the Foxing quiz, we'll be doing a spring round. We won't be repeating these questions. We'll be doing new spring ones, but hopefully you've got the bug to learn all about spring. So, how are we doing on the old answers there, Stephanie?
Nearly there.
Nearly there, nearly there. Okay, so while Stephanie is sorting it out, I'll explain to you about round 7, which is wedding anniversaries. I'm going to ask which of the following are traditional wedding anniversaries for these years. Okay, you can answer as many as you like in any order, but if you answer and you get one of them wrong, if you get all the others right, you wipe out, you get no points for this round. So you can decide how many you answer. Don't have to answer all of them, it's up to you. So what I wanted to know is, what is the traditional wedding anniversary for these years? Now I'm going to run through them quickly, as it were, so you can write them down on your piece of paper, and then you can spend some time thinking about it. So I want to know, what are the following traditional wedding anniversaries for, and there's 10 of them, for the 1st, second, third, fourth, fifth, 10th, 20th, 30th, 40th, and 50th. So you've got 10 anniversaries there. I need to know, what is the traditional wedding anniversary for the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and the 10th, 20th, 30th, 40th, and 50th? What are the traditional wedding anniversaries for those 10 years? 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 10th, 20th, 30th, 40th, and 50th. You can answer whatever you like. You don't have to answer all of them. You can answer, oh, I know the 1st, and I know the 5th, and I know the 50th. If you don't answer all the others, that's fine. But the ones that you answer, you get marked on. And if you get one of the ones that you answered wrong, you wipe out and you get no points for this round. So while you're thinking about that, Stephanie, I believe you have the scores on the doors.
I do.
This will be the first time. This will be the first time that I'll be sat next to my lovely Stephanie, giving the scores out.
Right. Yes, it's more like it. This is a bit more normal. So, in last place, still, is Cockroach Blancmange with 65 points. Now, it's very sad to see a new team at the bottom. So, try and
cheat better, like
yes,
all the others.
like
You're the first to this quiz. Clearly, you've not cheated enough, like everyone probably else maybe has.
You'll remember for next time. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Next time, I'm sure you'll win.
Okay. And then second from bottom, only 1 point ahead with 66 points is Quiz Family Robinson. Then Foxy But Thick 75, Table 15 76, Wednesday Wonders 77. Then we have the Righteous Family with 80 points, the Gender Fluid Wasps with 82, No Idea with 84, Alistair and Corfu Badgers 87, Wonky Wrinklies 89, Munch Bunch and Game for a Laugh with 90, Court Jesters 91.
Ooh.
And then in 5th place we have Inbred with 95, then Thunder Road with 96.
Oh, it's close.
Foxy Morons with 99, Foxtrot with 100, and currently in the lead with 110 is Barflies.
Maximum of 20 right, you get 20 points. So a bit of connection is unstable. But thank you very much, Stephanie.
Can I go away now?
Yeah, you can go away now. Currently, after February, invite for this month's the table, but in last place, just 2 of us. Then table 15, then Quiz Family Robinson, No Idea, 19th, Clangers 18, Wednesday Wonders 17th, Gender Fluid Wasp 16th, Foxy But Thick 15th, Inbred 14, Munch Bunch 13, Alistair and Corfu Badger Buds 12th, Wonky Winklies 11th, Are You a Quizitary in 10th. 9th place was Foxtrot, Key Shirkers 8th, Game for a Laugh 7th, Righteous Family 6th, Thunder Road 5th, Don't Drink and Mega Drive 4th, Court Jesters 3rd, Foxy Morons 2nd, and Barflies were in 1st place. But that is as of February. It's 10 points for coming first, then 8, then 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then on your score we work it out. So there you go. Hopefully you're all now discussing amongst yourself the wedding anniversaries. What?
The advertising.
That's better. Yes. Once again, thank you very much. Matching finance. Hopefully, you can see that. It's and penguins were for Stephanie.
Oh, there you go. Right, yeah.
£50 up for grabs. £50 up for grabs. In here, I have 20 corks. 20 corks, each with a number. How many teams are there?
18.
18. Connection. Hopefully. Nice to see Megan and Harry showing spring spirit. Indeed. Fine. Yes. Steph. This is Megan, as dressed by Stephanie. I think you'll find that's really rather sweet. And here's the ginger one, Harry. As you can see, Harry is sporting the latest fashion for spring headwear. You don't have to be bad here to work here, but it helps. Right, come on, sit up, Harry. Stay. Okay, so yes, we will draw out a number, and the person finishing in that position so hopefully you're still finalizing.
Give the answers now.
We'll give the answers. Wormwood scrubs. You would make sure everyone finished their sentences. Yes, okay, let's not get too political or okay, so have you all finished your deliberations on wedding anniversaries? It's coming up to 10 o'clock, so I'm gonna call time on round 7. So hopefully you've got your answers as to what the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and the 10th, 20th, 30th, 40th, and 50th wedding anniversaries are. You don't have to answer all of them. If you don't answer one, then that's fine, and you won't lose any points if you get it wrong. But if you've answered one and you know it. So the first wedding anniversary is paper. The second, 2 points for each correct answer.
It's me typing the answers.
The second anniversary is cotton. The third anniversary is leather. Flowers or linen. Fruit and flowers or is wood. 5th anniversary is wood. The 10th anniversary, 10th wedding anniversary, aluminum. But it's not, it's aluminium. Tin or aluminium for 10th wedding anniversary. For the 20th wedding anniversary, it's china. For the 30th wedding anniversary, it is pearl or ivory. For the 30th wedding anniversary. For the 40th, it is ruby. And for the 50th wedding anniversary, not only is it a miracle, but it is also. So, hopefully, you got all those answers. Stephanie has typed them out there nicely for you. So if you could put your team name and your score or white out, then we can update the scores. That would be fantastic. Let's see who wiped out then. Table 15 didn't wipe out, nor did Quiz Family Robinson. Game for a laugh, a very respectable. Wow. Went for all of them bar one. Excellent. Inbred, yeah, you didn't wipe out. Hey, I tell you what, there's not a lot of people wiped out this time. Thunder Road, well done. Badgers, yes, well done. Wednesday Wonders, Munch Punch. Hello, hello, hello. The Righteous Family, all of them right? Righteous Family were right. All 20, fantastic. Foxy but Fit 12, well done. Team Foxtrot, oh, nearly a full house with 18. And Barfly is only 12. Playing it safe, I see. Playing it safe. Okay, so Stephanie types in those scores. A number of events are coming up shortly, because as we know, although everything is led by data and not dates, we still have dates. And depending on the data, these dates are good. So, Monday the 12th of April, the Fox Inn opens. Lunchtime from, I'm guessing, 11:30 or 12 o'clock. Doors are open to the outside, obviously. You can only be eating outside. Now, the breaking news about the Fox Inn and drinking and eating outside. There is a marquee, and there's umbrellas as well, but the marquee has the latest technology insofar as it has heaters. We have infrared heaters in the marquee outside at the Fox Inn from the 12th of April. So you can keep warm, and it is a new tinted marquee, so it shouldn't leak. It shouldn't leak. So not only will you be dry, but you could potentially be quite warm as well. But I would suggest that you also bring some rugs with you, just in case, and some coats, no matter what time or day that you're planning on going to the pub from the 12th of April onwards. Obviously, the Fox Inn shop is open on Wednesdays and Saturdays between 10 and 2. That may change, so watch this space. Obviously, you can get your takeaway from the pub. Takeaway from the pubs, Fridays and Sundays. Fridays and Sundays takeaways, 5 till 8 p.m. on Fridays and 12 till 4 on Sundays. Mother's Day, this Sunday. I hope you've all remembered. It's this Sunday, and make sure you've got your Mother's Day, all the gifts and everything. And if you're in the Matching area, there may be a few available foods for takeaway on Mother's Day. So A, mother doesn't have to cook, and B, father doesn't have to cook either. He just picks it up. And then when we open, there's a number of events going. There's the Bottomless Prosecco Brunch. There's there's 4 events, 4 of these. 2-course brunch with bottomless, as in drink all that you can within reason, I guess, in 2 hours. There's only one sitting left. The 22nd of May, the 11:30 sitting for 2 hours, unless Foxy but Thick tell me otherwise on the live chat comments. It's £29.95 per person. It's a 2-course full brunch and as much prosecco as you can basically drink. And then the huge announcement is the 14th of April. Quiz night, outdoors in the pub, under canvas meeting from 8 o'clock as usual, and also online, technology permitting. So we're going to be in the pub and online Wednesday, the 14th of April. We have limited seating, obviously, outdoors. So if you can email myself or the Fox Inn that you want a table at the pub on Wednesday, the 14th of April. It's maximum of 6 people per table. There's limited availability. I think probably 6 to 8 teams. So it'll be names out of a hat if we're oversubscribed. But we also plan to be online as well if you're not comfortable coming to the Fox or you're obviously not in the local vicinity. Email myself at Mikey, and I'll type this in. Mikey at drinkybeer.co.uk. Email with your team name and confirmation that you want or you plan to attend on Wednesday, the 14th of April at the Fox Inn. From quiz will start at 8 o'clock, so obviously get there early. Probably order some food, bring your blankets. Heating will be on outside. So those are all the announcements. We now have the results. And the results now. Before we give the results out,
to do that first, are we?
Do we give? No, we'll go all the team names out, and then we draw the name out.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, okay.
Because then you can be all excited, because then you know immediately. Right. Okay. So in last place, well done for getting 10 points on the last round, but sorry, you're still last. Cockroach Blancmange with 75 points.
Thank you for coming though, and I hope you'll come next month.
And please do come next month. Yes. Then there's Quiz Family Robinson with 78. Gender Fluid Wasps wiped out, so they've got 82. Table 15 has 84. Wednesday Wonders and Foxy But Thick have 87. Wonky Wrinklies have 89. No Idea 94. Munch Bunch 96. Alistair and Corfu Badgers 99. Righteous Family 100. Inbred 103. Court Jesters 105. Then we have joint fourth with 108 points is Game for a Laugh and Thunder. Then third is Oxymorons with 113.
Ooh.
And second is Foxtrot with 115. And first, again, is Barflies with 122.
Well done, Barflies. So it's actually quite close.
Yes. Foxtrot did well. They got 18 in the last round. So you did your best to try and catch them. So well done.
Oh, we have a really long wire to the internet for the garden. So we're going to be online. We're going to be online for next quiz night, Wednesday the 14th, live from the Fox Ground. But if obviously Johnson decides to alter the data, we won't be in the Fox, but we'll be at home. But anyway, quiz definitely online and also physically at the Fox Inn. So email me if you want to come physically to the Fox. Now, we need to work out who wins the £50 voucher to spend at the Fox Inn. As I said, we have corks here. There's how many teams again tonight?
18.
18 teams. We have, actually, there's 20 corks in there. So if 19 or 20 is drawn out, we'll just draw again. So the team that finishes in this number, drawn out, will win this £50 voucher to spend at the Fox Inn. So, Stephanie.
Oh, God, I take responsibility.
Don't look. And if ninth, Alistair and Corfu Badgers.
So I'm sure you'll be flying in from Corfu to the Fox Inn.
Yeah, flying in from Corfu 2022 to spend this. So congratulations. Gone Frozen on 9. Frozen. Oh.
I will start typing things in.
It was number 9. Number 9 has won, which one or two of them are in Corfu, and the rest of them are in Derby, my hometown. So congratulations to them. I hope you have enjoyed the quiz. I'm so sorry that there's been a lot of buffering. It was beyond my control. It's God and his wind which caused this, but we will definitely be back second in April at the Fox Inn and also online. So don't forget, email us if you want to physically attend the Fox Inn, and if we're oversubscribed, we'll pull names. We've got space, hopefully, for enough of local teams to pop along, which will be fantastic. Fox Inn, thank you, and Steph, Persever.
Persevering, I think.
Persevering, yes. Thanks for keep going. Yes. See you next month. Yes, I hope you do. So yes, email me, email the pub. Are you coming to the Fox Inn next month for the quiz night? But we'll the usual email will go out, and the Facebook will go out with the online details, so you can join in from your own warm home. But hopefully it's going to be warm anyway. But if not, we've got the marquee, I've got the heaters, and you've got your own heating if you're not going to come along. So I think that is going to be it. Joel, thank you for a lovely evening. Thank you, Joel, for making the effort to join in. Kaz D, thank you for a great quiz. You're more than welcome. Quiz. Danke schön und guten Nacht. Danke schön. Haben Sie gut geschlafen? Alles klar. Genau. Tschüss. That's probably about all the German I know. Hope in a month's pub poured beer. Oh, that's going to be so nice. All the best, lots, and we will see you. Now, how on earth do I end the quiz? End the stream. Right. So, bye. Thank you very much.